do the housekeeping things. Then we're going to go into our stream. Hopefully you're having a good day today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this Friday. It's a little chilly in my neck of the woods today, which is good because it's been like super hot. It's actually pretty cold by comparison today. 70 degrees feels cold, which is like, that's pretty nice, you know? So yeah, enjoying the summer vacation with your kids or your family. Hopefully you guys are having fun, making adventures and memories and things like that happen. Let's see. Anything else we want to discuss right now? Intended for certain audiences. That's fine. We're going in here. We're good. Nice. We got our things. We got our stuff. Good. Good. We'll do this right here. Nice. Click on that. Nice. All right. So, where are we at right now? Well, currently we are sitting in my office, having a good time, getting ready to do our stream today. Where are we at in the game? Currently we're playing Magic the Gathering Forge. Hopefully you guys like that. We're having some good energy about it. We, when I say good energy, I like to keep the good vibes. We are losing quite a bit, but we are trying to develop a deck that will end up beating the red castle guys that we've been struggling against. There's 3 of them. There's a giant, there is a barbarian, and there is a minotaur. Those 3 are the ones that we're struggling against. So yeah, that'll be fun. Before we get into it, I want to talk about what's been going on with the channel and things like that. So you may see this, and I apologize if this is set up incorrectly. Please do leave a comment on the Discord. If you have not joined the Discord, I encourage you to do that. But please leave a comment on the Discord if the payment thing, the membership thing, is set up incorrectly on YouTube. They are kind of forcing that on creators. I don't necessarily like it. We are not monetized. The whole goal of this channel is to get monetized eventually. I want it to happen organically. I'm not buying views, or I'm not going through any of the web services or anything like that that help you create content. This is meant to be a very casual side project that I'm playing the games anyways, and I want to talk with you guys about being a busy gamer dad and have that discourse and enjoy the organic creation process as opposed to maybe the forced creation process is what I'll call it. So hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from with that. I'll just let it happen when it happens, when we get monetized and if we end up going viral or whatever, you know. But I don't think that we, you know, my goal for this channel is to have fun playing games and talk with you as a community about being a dad or just being a busy gamer, talking about career advice, talking about parenting, talking about what games fit into a busy schedule, things like that. Yeah, so beyond that, not really much to talk by way of in the community. Not many comments were left, and that's okay. That's fine. Our Replaced series is not doing as well as our Ogre Battle series, which is, again, perfectly okay. Some people like that Replaced idea, though. So Replaced is a Steam, Xbox, PlayStation game. I believe it's also available on Switch, where you are a researcher for AI that gets through accidents implanted into your brain and takes over your body. And I say air quotes, takes over your body. And it is a dystopian kind of future. If you've seen like Blade Runner, or if you've seen what's the other one? Like if you've read any of the books, like Childhood End, or maybe even Fahrenheit 451, something like that, or 1984. It's a very government Big Brother kind of story arc, and it's pretty fun to play because it's not just your side-scrolling adventure game with a little bit of platforming and such. It is also, there's combat that you have to go through. Breaks up the platforming, breaks up the I don't want to say monotony, but breaks up the flow of the game, because you have these fight scenes and you have these bosses that you go into, almost a little bit like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, just without the depth moving on the screen or anything like that. You have a single plane that you engage on the enemy, and there's different mechanics that you can do, such as shooting your gun or taking off their armor or things like that. So it's a lot of fun. But what's been doing better on our channel is the Ogre Battle playthrough. The Ogre Battle playthrough has been getting lots of views over the course of its run, and that's really great. I love Ogre Battle. I actually have never beaten the Ogre Battle that we're playing right now on the Super Nintendo, and It's a lot of fun to learn the game in depth, and like right here. So this is, we're playing on the PlayStation. We're using the Prima strategy guide, Prima Secrets, and if you're an older gamer like me, that's the company that made a lot of the strategy guides before like game FAQs. And also, if you're from my generation, you know what game FAQs are, or before the walkthrough videos that you find out on YouTube. Um, so that's a lot of fun to play through the game and get in-depth understanding of the game. And I say in-depth as I should say deeper understanding. I'm not saying I'm going under the hood and learning, you know, all the hit chances and things like that. We're just having fun playing through the game, and because we have the Prima strategy guide, we're trying to get the air quotes good ending, best ending that we can get. But the game is actually surprisingly robust in the sense that there's like some 15 different endings that you can get based on certain things that you have done inside the game and the certain alignment or good evil aspect that you've been playing through the game. So if you have an opportunity to play Ogre Battle or watch the series as we progress through, that's fine. That'd be great. I would love to hear more people's comments on that. But yeah, it's definitely a game that had, for the Super Nintendo, again, this was 40 years ago. This game came out 40 years ago. This game came out, and it's the idea that this was available at that time with the technology on the system is very astounding and very compelling. So yeah, apart from that, we're going to jump into our MTG Forge. This game has been going well. As I was saying before, it's been going interesting. We are going to have some fun playing the game today because we're trying to get through the Red Castle. I played a little bit throughout the week, tried to um, increase the potency of our control deck and see if that will help us along the way. Now, one thing I do want to make sure I mention this week coming up before I go into our game here. This week coming up is a special session gameplay series. So the session gameplay on the Busy Gamer Dad channel is we do 3 episodes of a game, or we do one-offs if the game's a little bit shorter or if it's like a demo of a game. But it's a good game that shows you 3 separate episodes of progression through a game to see if it's something that would fit your busy gamer life, something you're interested in, or something you forgot that it existed. Because I can only get to games when I can get to them. And we're doing Alien Fireteam Elite, and we have a viewer, Spartan, who joined us for the recording of the 2nd and 3rd episode. So thank you very much, Spartan, for joining. Thank you very much for recommending the game. I picked it up when it was on sale for like $5 because the Fireteam Elite 2 is coming out by the end of the year. All right, so now where are we at? Like I said, we're in the red biome. We are going to try and do Enemy of My Enemy. Just a little bit more. We're going to poke our head inside and we're going to see what ends up happening. We have our control deck, our counterspell deck. It's okay. Again, it's not the best. It revolves a lot around instances. I don't have sorceries in here on purpose, just because the sorceries seem to, I don't want to say slow the game down, but they definitely don't help as much as I would like. The utility of the deck, I definitely think that we need to get some stronger sorceries, if nothing else. From here, we have, you know, obviously you see here we have our counter spells, our bouncing spells, and things like that. These are specifically set up to counter or work against the stuff that we're seeing inside the red castle. Now, Boomerang is probably the weakest one that we have. Echoing Truth is probably the weakest one that we have because it returns permanents and all other non-land permanents. This one, I think it'll work if there's like a token deck, something like that we go against. Unfortunately, it's not going to work too much for our current enemy that we're going up against, these two, but they will help slow him down. So I'm going to probably remove one of these, if not both of these, after a couple of tries if we don't get it. But you can kind of see here, we have a couple of other things that we are doing that we have access to that's like, oh, well, maybe we should put these in here. The Is It Charm, the Negate, the Swarmer, the things like that that allow us to, again, bounce and have creatures and things like that, not a bad idea. So the thing was like the Brazen Borrower, this actually triggers a lot of the effects that we have. So things like that I might put back in just to get them into the game or into the situation and see how they work and see how they function. We do have a couple of Niv Mizzets that would potentially be helpful. I mean, it's a 5/5 dragon and a 4/4 dragon depending on how you look at it, and it helps again with our damage to any target and also lets us do some card draw. So really helpful. Really helpful. Let's see here. Beyond that, not much else that I can think of that we want to do. I do want to put this guy back in here, this 6/6, because he ends up probably coming out really quickly because for whatever reason they have access and can filter for a lot of lands. So it gives us a 6/6 that allows us to have some block potential against some of his bigger creatures. So we're going to take a look at that, putting that in there. But like I said before, we're going to be leaving this where it's at. We're going to try it out, see how it goes, see if it works. And if it does work, great, awesome. If it doesn't work, then we're, going to tweak it. We're going to have some fun. Gonna go on the adventure. All right, so the red castle is, where are we? We got to go all the way up here. We got to go up there. All right, so we got to go to the red castle. Not get hit by the, not going into the town. Not going to the town. Let's get out of the town. There we are. Let's do a couple warm-up matches. Let's do a couple warm-up matches. All right, so we're gonna get the, let's turn the speakers down a little bit here. That way we're not going to get copyright slapped like we did last time. If you don't know what that means, actually we got copyright slapped. Morning, Goat. How you doing, buddy? I just saw this. I saw it come through. Looks like you might have jumped off. Hopefully you're doing well today. Hopefully the kiddos are doing well. Hopefully you're enjoying your summer with them. 2 islands. It's a little and a red source. Okay, that's good. That's good. We'll keep this. We'll drop our source right here, and we'll do a scry. Counterspell. We'll keep that on the top deck. All right, we're gonna end turn. Untap because of our item here. There. Okay. Good. We have our counterspell. What? We got a counterspell? How did we get a counterspell? How did we know we were gonna get a counterspell? We just knew. All right, so they're gonna tap land it up. Good, that's fine. So now, this is where the control deck is really gonna shine because we have our 3. I'm gonna wait this round to drop anything because I want to counterspell. The other option that I can do is I could probably do the Marvelous Scientist, and that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do it. Let's drop the Marvelous Scientist, and then we will do Science. End turn. Now, unless they have a removal, this is really gonna ruin their day. Yeah, because they only have 12 health, so, or 11 health, so we're gonna be able to really hurt them, is what I'll simply say. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna wait. We're gonna hold off. We're gonna wait. We're gonna attack with our 2/2, and they're tapped out. So if they choose to block this, that's fine. That's what they did. They chose to block it. So being that this has protection from red, it's not going to take any damage from us because it has protection from red. See? So that sucks, but that's fine. That's all good. We'll untap here. That'll be their turn. So they're going to give it vigilance. Really? Let's just counterspell. Let's just counterspell it. And then it's going to do 2 damage to him anyways, and then he's going to hit us for 1. That's fine. Okay, and then this is tapped. So let's see here. Let's just do an attack. They're down to 2. We will hold off, I think, for counterspell purposes and for skullduggery purposes. See? So this, unfortunately, we can't do anything against. No, we can't. Target spell. This one right here. So we will counterspell that. We'll auto pay. Yep. Can't do that. There's that. So we've saved our Marvelous Scientist. For whatever reason, the AI hates the Marvelous Scientist. I don't know why they hate it. I don't know if it was money or something like that, but it hates them. We still can't really drop anything with what the mana sources that we have. So I'm just gonna alpha strike this. This will die when we attack with it. That's fine because we can't block with it anyways. It's just literally it's meant to die. It's meant to die. In a lot of like zombie decks, that might be good for filtering or getting some triggers to happen, like when a zombie leaves the battlefield or when a creature leaves the battlefield. So yeah, so Goat, I don't know if you're back on the Twitch side of things. Let me see here. Goat, yep. Oh no, I am not building a dragon deck. I am not. I am building a I'm building. This is a counterspell deck. I would love to build a dragon deck. I'm not smart enough to build a dragon deck. I don't actually think I have enough cards to really build a dragon deck well. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. So this is actually going to kill the bird because you counterspell on the trigger on this thing. From the Marvelous Scientist. So really good there. And then in this game, you have creatures that you fight. When you fight the creatures, you get cards appropriate from that creature type. So if you fight goblins, you get goblins. If you fight birds, you get birds. Let's get rid of all of these because I don't need a single one of them. Yeah, Rogue's Passage. I don't think I really need that. All right, cool. So there's our good warm-up match. We had a good warm-up match. All right. Gonna go this way. Yep, we're going that way. Up here. Going through the mountains. All right, let's see what we got here. A devil. They beat us once. We gotta redeem ourselves. We gotta redeem ourselves. Yeah, if you're new on the channel though, hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Just even dropping in. Should be pretty easy for you guys to hit the subscribe button on the Twitch side of things and on the YouTube side of things. YouTube is a little bit more of the preferred one because it's free. You should hit just the subscribe button. I don't need the memberships or anything like that. I just want you guys to subscribe, keep up to date with it, and it helps the channel more than you know. We have no land this turn. No land. That is a terrible hand. This is good. This is actually really good. I will drop... Let's drop the exclude, and then we will keep this hand. They go first. Okay, they didn't drop anything. We're going to drop this guy because he comes in tapped. And we're going to go on our merry way. Devil. Oh, okay, so he can just blink me. Okay, good. Good for them. Any target or player? Target player. Okay. Let's drop our... red source here and turn. Here, he's gonna hit me for the 1. That's fine. He's bringing out that. Don't mind that. We can still hold our own against what we've got going on here. All right, so I am gonna get a blocker out right here. Even though it's a 0/4, it will ramp with the instants and sorceries that we have. So. Yeah, keep that going. I don't see the chat box on screen, so let me see. Is that there? Okay. Hopefully that comes back up. Streamlabs did an update, and it's kind of made everything a little bit wonky. So if you're out in there, just leave a comment, and let me see if that worked for us. All right, end turn. We'll do this guy. He's going to hit us for... Let's block you. Demon again. Okay, that's fine. All right. Bring that out. Let's bring the Steamkin out. Right there. And then we'll hold off on doing other things. We will end turn with that, and then we'll untap our hand. All right, so now we have a choice. When it enters the battlefield. So I block this to target creature. So he would choose this to kill it. So I will counterspell that. Not counterspell, but I will flip the switch. And that will block it. And then this gets a 1 counter on it for the instant. And then we have our creature, and we stopped his spell, which is great. Not anything else that we can really do here other than attack. So, let's see here. I would just attack with my 1/1. Right? Let's do that. Let's actually attack with these 2. Right there. Yep, it'll be sacrificed. That's fine. He's actually choosing to take the damage. So, I will zap... this guy, because then he can only hit me with a 1/1's back, and I have a 2/2. Yeah, so let's zap that guy. Right there. Good. And now we have a 2/2 blocker for the next round, and this does 2 damage to him as opposed to that. And there's the 4 damage to him. Nice. Love it. Love it. All right, and then we will untap our land here. And then he's choosing to do 1 damage with the devil. Okay. Oh, he's choosing to do 4 damage to the Drake. We will not allow that. We will not allow that. No thank you. I want to keep the Drake around. He's tapped out. There's another shock. I think we actually have lethal. Yeah, we do. We have lethal. There's no way he can win. Alright, so if you do this, right here, we attack. No, we don't have lethal. We got close to it. So if I do this, right here, he's choosing to dual block, which is fine, which is what I expected, right here. This doesn't have trample, so it's not going to go through with the damage, but this will help keep this alive. And then we do that too. That's a 4/4 now, and 1, 2, and that's it. That's all we can do, because it doesn't have trample. It doesn't go through to or to the demon, devil, whatever you want to call it. And then we will end turn. We will untap the land that we used right there. Burn down the house. Choose 1, 2, 5 damage to each. Oh, wow. All right, well, this is only creature spells, so... All right, well, we got nothing. We got nothing. He's bringing out... Oh, good, we've got him. We win. Right here. Bam. Takes some damage, and it kills him. Nice, and now we get some devil cards. Let's see, do we get burning down the house? That'd be fun if we got that. Nope, doesn't look like we get it. That's not really worth it. No, not really. Scourge Demon, we'll get rid of that one. Dance with the Devils, create 2 devil tokens, vengeful 1 again. Okay, cool. Yep, so yeah, beyond that, we're going on our adventure. We're going through here. The Hobbit cards are in the game now. If you did not know, the Hobbit is going to be a secret lair from Wizards of the Coast, and they are the next set. No, they're not a secret lair. I'm sorry. They're the next set. And then Star Trek is going to be in this game by the end of the year when they start releasing those cards, and they can see what the cards actually function are. All right, so here we go. This is going to be the big one. We have lost to this guy so many times because, you know, he hits the gym. He gets, well, I think we're up to 20. No, 14. So getting close. Getting close. This has been rough. All right, so the 2 things that make this hard is the fact that he starts with the Barbarian Ring, deals 1 damage, but he gets that. And then he also has Fervor, which gives haste to all his creatures. So the minute he summons a big blonky boy, he doesn't get we don't get a chance to wait. We go second, they go first. I will keep this hand knowing that I don't like it. So that's fine. See, so he brings this out right here. As long as you control a mountain, 4 or more, it gets X where the mountain is controlled. Alright, we'll drop this. Yeah, this isn't going to go well unless we get another few land. This is new. I haven't seen that one. Enters, choose 1, destroy target artifact. Pry open. He's choosing to give a treasure token. He's going to hit us for 2. Alright, so we have lightning bolt. You know, let's just do it. Not that that's going to help us too terribly much. Another one out. See, so this is already cooked. I'm not going to waste our time with it. I'm not going to waste our time with it. Yep, so we're going to go back this way. And so after you lose a portion of your max health. That's a bit of a punishment for the game. And you lose, I think it's 10% of your gold that you have on your character. So, yeah, be warned. Don't walk around with lots of money in your pockets. Spend them. Buy the cards that you want, or buy packs, because you can buy packs in the game. Let's see if we're getting the cards that we need. We are not quite getting the cards that we need. We need 1 more land to make anything work. So, we'll see what ends up happening. We're going to take 1 damage here. There's our land. From here, what do I want to cast? I will cast you. Right there. This card helps trigger a lot of fun effects, especially with the 2 cards that we have in hand. So we'll do that right there. Everything has flying, so that's a bit annoying. Non-token creatures get vigilance and get +1/+1. That's a bit annoying. Let's bring out Vivi. right there. And we will end turn. Untap the dual lands. We're going to take another 4 damage here. Oh, no. All right, there. Okay, good. Now, how do I want to handle this? Well, I could start taking out his flyers. I think that might be what I need to do. Because I don't see us. I have to have enough in hand. You know what? Let's do... Is any target he does 1? No, each opponent. So he's going to do 2. I think this is the better play. Right there. We'll do science. And then we will end turn. And we'll do that for our blue source. He's going to hit us for 6. Counter spell. Right here. And then, so this is going to cause a lot of fun. So, triggers once. Triggers twice. This triggers twice. So now does 4 damage. 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then VV triggers twice because of this. So 1 more, and 1 more, and he gets the tokens built up on him. And then we counterspell his creature. Just really, this deck can really run away with everything going on. And then we'll win next round because I don't want to cast anything. Let's see here. I could bring out the Steamkin using BB tokens. That's fine with me. And then I think that's where I want to leave it. And we'll attack. We've got 6 damage. I will attack with VV only though. Yeah, I will attack with VV only. He's got to block it, but VV's red, so this one doesn't take any damage. That's fine. That's annoyingly fine. Okay. Right here. Okay. Good. And yeah, let's see here. So if I bring out you, if I brought out you, would that have been the better play? Oh no. Creature spell, counter target spell. So he's trying to counter that and gain 3 life. We are going to, so this takes 2 to cast, 1, 2, and then we have 3. So we're going to do 3. Right there, yes, yep. There, and so this is going to cause everything to trigger again. So right there, the Steamkin gets a little buff. Yep, there. So that's, you know, what can happen with the deck. The deck can pop off, or the deck can flounder. I need 3 land to really make the deck function. That's the big problem that I run into with this control deck, is that 3 land is what really causes this deck to pop off. And the challenge is getting 3 land before I die. Spend this on creature spells only. Cool, that's fine. I don't care about that. Alright, we're going to go down this way. We'll fight the goblin on the way back to town. Again, we're just getting cards. We're just having fun. Oh, this is a Boggart, not a goblin. My mistake. We play first. We only have 1 land. I'm going to mulligan this. There's our 3 land. And then I have to choose one. I will get rid of Blink. And then we will have that. Good. Let's drop a red land, I think is what we want. Yes, I will keep this hand and we'll go first. And we'll go end turn. There, so there could be that. Hanger. Yeah. If it shares a creature type with my reveal it, it does. Oh, okay. Cool. Good for them. Good for them. Let's do Steamkin and drop you down. I don't think he'll have removal, but we'll find out. It is a creature type, so that gets +1, and he's doing 2 damage to that. That sucks. So yeah, we're gonna end up losing our runaway Steamkin. Do I want to try and counter? We have the damage, we have the life to absorb some hits, so we're gonna use that to our advantage. right here. So we're going to bring out you, and we're going to end turn, and we're going to untap our red source just in case he chooses to do the things. Okay, so that gave another creature type. He's casting... Alright, another Goblin Warrior that does damage in Wither. He's going to attack me. He's not choosing to attack me. That's fine by me. Let's see here. I can do all this, and I can do some big damage to him. But I think it's best if I wait for another trigger. Alright, so he's attacking with that. Let's just counterspell, or let's just zappy zap it. Knowing that that has first strike and does damage with Wither, I don't want to have any problems. So that's a flyer right there. Alright, cool. So now, again, do I want to attack? I think I can, and I think I should. So let's do the 3 damage up to you. Right there. And then now this turns into a 4/4. And then I can... I will Alpha Strike. He's gonna have to block it. He's choosing not to block it. That's fine. And then I will untap a red source. Goblin Pile Driver. So he's attacking with that. We still have light to absorb some of this damage here. So, yeah. Alright. As long as you control a fairy. I don't think we have a fairy. Or he has a fairy. As long as you control. Yeah, so he has to have the fairy. We need one more land to make that work. Alright, so we will attack again with our 4/4. It's got protection from blue, so I'm actually going to do an Alpha Strike here. And then I'm going to zap this one right there. And then I'm going to bounce this one. And that turns into a 6/6 right there. And we win. Ta-da! We made it work. We made a thing happen. Alright, so... Oh, why did the card art not come in? The Great Juggernaut. I don't know what this one is. You must sacrifice this whenever you attack. Shuffle your library in, then exile the top of your library. You may play... Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's fun. We don't really have an artifact deck going at all. We'll get rid of these. We'll get rid of... you may play a removed card without playing... Oh, wow. So this, you can play your exiled cards. If you have a creature, and you get one pretty easily. You get creatures of 10 or more power. Screamer Killer. Oh, from the Warhammer set. When you cast a creature spell... Okay. I could see this being really good for big creature decks like Gruul deck. That'd be pretty good. We've got this one. Doesn't really work too well for our deck, but at the same time, it does. So, yeah. I will not sell those two. I will not sell those 3. I'll hold on to that one too. So we'll only flag those 2 as being sold, able to be sold. All right, we'll get healed up here. And then we're going to step back out, and we might get into combat. No, we're not getting into combat. No, we're not. Look at us. Look at us. Running back. Nice. Awesome. All right. So round 1 did not go well. Round 1 did not go well at all. So let's see if round 2 up to 15-0. This human barbarian is a jerk. We do have 2 land in hand, not the ones that I want. But it works. I will keep it. He goes first. It's a bit annoying that he goes first, but that's fine. We'll drop a red. He's gonna hit us for 2. This is a repeat of what happened last time. We'll make it work. We'll go a little bit longer here. We'll see what happens. All right, so counter target instant or sorcery. I don't have the ability to do that. There. The problem with this one is sacrifice unless you discard a card at random. So there, he's got that. And now I need to... So he's got a 5/5 and a 2/2 that he's bringing back, that he's going to use. And I can't bounce any of them. I can't do anything because I don't have my blue source. So I take 7 damage. That's the problem with going up against this guy. I need a second blue source. I literally have no counterplay right now because I don't have a second blue source. So I'm going to eat another 7 damage. This is where the life gain deck... Yep. See? 16. And he attacks again. We had nothing. We could do nothing. That's the part that sucks. And that's the part that's so humbling and frustrating about that. Is that we literally have no counterplay against it. And I don't know if it's because of the deck that we have. I don't know if it's because of the card draw. But we literally... That was turn 3. He was able to outpace us and crush us. So I'm going to try and go against the other guys with our control deck. We'll go skirt around this boar. We'll come back up. I mean, I'd love to bite off the barbarian's head and just win, but it just doesn't seem to be something I'm capable of doing. So, in the smart way of things, we will try and fight against one of the other monsters, because we were able to beat the other 2. We have to get 2 more dead, and then we're able to get into the next floor. Yep, so we can bounce this to his hand. This is incredibly slow. Again, we're in that same situation where we do not have the 3 land. We will mulligan. We have 2 blue sources and a blue-red source. Okay, so we'll hold on to it. We'll hold on to it. Let's get rid of... He's got 26 health. Let's get rid of you. I think that's the one I want to get rid of. Alright, we will keep it. We'll drop our tap land, and we will end turn. Alright, there. And literally can't do anything else. That's fine. He's foretelling a card. Alright, we'll drop that. We get to scry. We will bottom deck that. We do not need any more big card draws. We need land right now. We will end turn. Untap this. So he is casting a creature spell. That's great for us because we can counterspell it. And I will do that. Steamkin. I will put that on the top of my library. We will drop this down. And then we will end turn. So he's... Oh, wow. So he tapped everything to play that. And squished that. Hey, you know what? That's fine. And we take a little bit of damage from that. He puts a quest counter on that. He's got no other land to do anything with. That's fine. Let's bring out the next one. See if he's going to squish that as well. Let's end turn. Dual land. Okay, so he's bringing out Inferno Titan. When it enters the battlefield or attacks. Okay. So, what we'll do is we will tap this. Let's actually bounce this to our hand. No, we're not going to pay the dual land cost. We'll bounce this to our hand. Yes, and we'll tap. Can I tap it? It's not going to let me tap it. That's all good. All right. So that's a 6/6. Let's bring you out. And then we will end turn. Untap our dual land. Beginning of upkeep. Deals 2 damage to each opponent. Oh, okay, cool. Is on the battlefield. Or if quicker is in your grave. Okay. 2 damage, and he's doing squish. I do not have a counter spell. So he's going to hit us for 6, 9 damage. And He's ramping that up. And he's got me down to 2 health. That sucks. I just genuinely don't know if we can win this. Because we've done no damage to him. We've just tried to control the battlefield, and it's gone horribly wrong. I don't see how we win this. Bring out Vivi, and we'll hit him for that. There, and then end turn. And we'll untap that. 2 damage, and we're dead. Yep, just not able to counter. So that's where the life gain deck that I've been working on would probably help. But again, we're just not. Yeah, I'm excited for the new Hobbit set as well. I talked with my buddy about doing a draft, brother, and we'll see what ends up happening. I mean, I'll fight the Goblin. Goblin Rager, he was very fast. He was very eager to fight. This isn't going to help us. This is better, I guess. We'll get rid of you. All right, we will keep it. Drop this right there. And then we will end turn. We will take a hit. I don't have lands. Oh no. We'll end turn. Take the 3. More goblins. Goblins. Again, no land. That's unfortunate. But here we go. This is the best part about this. We can just bounce some tokens back to his hand and we'll be fine. We'll be totally fine, right? Right? Yeah, that's exactly what'll happen. It's not going to happen. We're having a bad draw of magic today. Alright, so we'll bounce you back to the hand. So that's gone forever. End turn. All the blue sources that we could possibly want. Nothing that's going to really help us win, though. Alright, so we can counter spells. Let's see here. Counter target spell. Auto pay that. There. So he's going to hit us again. This can't block. Let's see here. Let's just do Oracle. Shuffle into power 9. End turn. Right here. Target red spell. Great. Awesome. Bummer. Bummer. Yep. And we lost against the Goblin Ranger. That is the status of our Magic game right now. That sucks. Alright. So, what do we want to do here? Well, I've been toying around with the Squirrel deck. It's been interesting, is all I'm going to simply say. I also have this life gain deck that I've been tinkering with to try and make a little bit better. Hasn't really come together in a way that makes it super cohesive. We can toy around with this and see what happens. You know, destroying artifacts and things like that is really helpful. We do have some removal here. So this was actually pretty good for us, especially during the barbarian fight. So maybe this is where we go. Soldiers. This was basically a cat soldier deck, but anything with a soldier worked well. Yeah, let's remove you. Remove you from the deck. Let's take a look and see if we can get this working. Our life deck, our life gain deck, and see if that works. By type. So we have knights, human knights, that's a legendary. We have a hero, we have a mirror, we have an angel, cleric. We're looking for soldiers. So this isn't bad for each creature you control. We don't really have a lot of like white weenie deck characters to play. That's a cat knight, not a cat soldier, so that doesn't really work. Let's see here. What else can we get? That's an elemental. When you play a land or cast a spell, if it shares a type with the exiled creature. Oh, okay. I don't really have anything there. Whenever another human enters, not as helpful because we don't really have humans. We have cores and we have cats. When it enters the battlefield, starting with you, each player votes for blue, red, black. Council gains protection from each color with the most votes or tied with the most votes. So that might be good, but that's it's very late for us to have that. Dwarf Artificer. Elemental God. This one's a good one to get as well. I guess I'll add him just to have another soldier in the deck. Let's see. What else is it? Is it human or is it other creatures? It's other creatures. Soldiers. Okay. And then we have Sanctify, Condemn. We have these 3 things right here. We have Johnny's Welcome. This one's not bad. As long as another aura is attached to this creature. Oh, okay. So I have to have 2 auras to make that work. Gotcha. Field March. What is this one? Other soldiers. So let's move that to the deck. All right, let's go back to the inventory here. Human soldier. The garrison cat would be nice. I've thought about making an angel deck as well. But it doesn't really seem like I have a good mix of cards. Maybe this is where we just stop trying to beat our heads against the wall for getting through the red castle for now and going to another castle, because maybe there's other castles that would be easier for us to get through and we'll get some good cards. Let's see here. Human Knight. It's a bit expensive to level this one up. Needs soldiers. So actually, let's just do this. Let's just do that. Is this how I want to do it? Yeah, I think this is how I want to do it. Yeah, let's look for soldiers. Oh, yeah, we did get Winter Soldier. Equal to his power onto the battlefield tap if a hero enters. So, not a bad thing. Let's see here. Anything else? No, not really. Captain's Call. We have an instant for putting soldiers on the battlefield. When Historian's Boon or another non-token enchantment enters the battlefield, create. So this would be really good if we had a Silencia deck. Yeah, I do. I do have some pieces, but it's just not quite there. Just not quite there. Yeah, I think the life gain deck is just not going to be a thing right now. Let me see here. If I go into my other deck. So I have a sliver deck. I have a white-green sliver deck. I have a goblin deck. I have this going on. What is this white-green deck? Is this one? This was the cat deck. Yeah, this was the copy deck. I will delete this one, I think. I think I keep on hitting escape, and I shouldn't. Let me delete this one. Yes. And then we'll go here, and we'll edit. We'll have some fun creating an angel deck real quick. Just the framework for an angel deck and see what we can do. So the reason why shifter is, yeah, so we really don't have a lot of angels right now. If I wanted to get more angels, I would have to go to the white area and fight against them. So let's take a break from this. Oh, I don't have a deck equipped. Let's go back to our old reliable Dimir deck. Let us fast travel, say, to the black area, the black biome. And then let's see if we can't have some fun. We have yet to go into the black castle. So let's see what happens over there. Let's see what happens over there. because we have yet to see we'll poke our head inside there and probably have a horrible experience, but that's fine. That's, you know, how we go. That's how we learn, right? That's how you learn. So as we go through, and as I did my little intro for the day, I wanted to make sure I say this to everyone. You know, I know what it's like to be a busy gamer, because that's what literally the game or the channel's title is, and the content is about, is being a busy gamer. I respect that you have your own ideas about what being busy is, and same with me. We're not going to meet in the middle on being busy about, oh man, you have no idea how busy I am. It's like, I get that. You're busy. I'm busy. But the way I look at it is, we as a community that I'm trying to build need to understand that being busy is a almost abstract kind of statement. And if you have any idea out there how hard it is to work and plan as a person without a significant other, you have no clue. You have absolutely no clue, because it is super challenging to handle all the planning and all the fun of being a parent and being a parent. I'm getting no, we are just having a terrible, absolutely terrible. And this is our long running deck too. Yep. This one I thought was pretty solid. It is not solid at all. We are quite handedly losing. I don't have a black source. There it is, right there, finally. Discard a card right there. Yes. What do I want to bring out? Non-creature ones? I mean, I don't really feel like I have an option to do that right now. So I'm going to try and fix this. I'm going to remove... Oh, wait, no, hang on. Drop it first. There. Remove you. Right there. Okay. End turn. Untap land. Yep. 5. And creating some spiders. Down to 11. Alright. Cool. He's going to lose another card. Then we'll drop a tap source here. And we desperately need another card, another creature. Another black source, I mean. End turn. Black source on tap. Maybe I should put in murder. That would be pretty good for us to have. Alright, so we're gonna probably lose this one. We're stabilizing a little bit. Yeah, no blue source. Wow, we are, the heart of the cards is just not in our hands. Right there. So we have a 4/4 now that can block, but he's gonna win. Actually, he's gonna win. I gave him the win. Damn it. Yep, all attack. Doesn't matter. Oh, does not matter there. Does not matter. Alright, there's the Black Castle. Right next to this place right here. Let's poke our head inside and see what ridiculousness we have to deal with here. Gristlebane's Presence. I do not know what that is. I do not know. Alright, what do you have to say? Welcome, busy. Gristlebrand has been waiting eagerly for this moment. Is that so? I guess you wouldn't mind opening that gate in front of me. I'm afraid I'm not allowed to do that. I am a mere servant of the mighty Gristlebrand, master of demons. What do I need to do to get past this gate? You must prove your strength by defeating at least 4 of the 5 enemies lurking within the dungeon to be worthy of an audience with the illustrious master. Sharpen your blade, ready your spells, and gather your courage for the challenge ahead. Alright, cool. Anyways, where are we at right now? That looks like a vampire? Question mark? Demon? I don't know, maybe? A ghoul. Okay, ghoul. Great. I mean, he looks kind of cool, actually. So Gristlebrand, what do you have? Gristlebrand's Presence. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 1 life. Whenever a creature dies, draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent has lost life this turn, that's terrible, actually. That's terrible. So he's always going to have counters going on this. This is going to be really hard for us to handle because we don't have life gain in our deck. This deck, anyways. We do have all the land we could ever need. We will keep this. Yep. Yep. Drop that. Fair enough. Drop our dual land. Untap it then. Take damage. He's doing that. Whenever one or more of your creatures die, create a... Okay, so he's got that going for himself. That's just ducky for him. Quack, quack. Let's drop you. Drop this. I think Jace's Erasure, I'm going to get rid of it. It's not really helpful for our deck here. It's a fun little nuancey card. Yep, so... I have to mill a card. Whenever you draw a card, he has to mill a card. We will do that. There. We will not drop our tap land. Let's get this out. Let's get our Thieving Aven out. That's going to be a 4/4, so we really can't do anything about that. We'll untap our land here. Yep. We have to put a token at the end, which he did. Select a player to mill a card. That's going to be you. All right. We have all the land that we could possibly need. Honestly, I think we need to get this out about as quickly as possible. Because this, we'll do that right there. And what do we have? Damnation! Destroy all creatures. Doesn't matter. None. Bias. Destroy all creatures. We will steal that from his deck so that he can't cast that on us. That is a good idea, I think. And then we will end turn, I think is a smart idea. He does have this one being foretold. We can't really do too much about it. I think that was what we needed to do. Yeah, let's end turn. Yep. Life. Each player chooses a creature that player graveyard, put it on control. Okay, so I don't have any creatures in my graveyard. But he does, because I made him doing that. Let's see here. Choose a player to mill a card right here. I think we'll be able to win this if I do this correctly. Attach that to this. So now this has Death Touch. Why did that tap all my swamps? That's not what I wanted it to do. I was hoping to bring out Kiku. That's not ideal, but that's okay. I did the auto stupidly. That's on me. Yes, we will attack. He's going to go down in life by half. And then what else can we steal from him? Well, this is mythic. Whenever other non-human creatures you control undying. Okay. That's a very expensive card, but I will take it. And then he gets 12 life rounded down. Let us end turn. Untap you. Whenever you cast a zombie token, he's hitting me for... Yeah, he's hitting me for 6/8. Okay. Zombie tokens. So he's got all that. Alright, so he's chosen to put that on there. So he's going to mill a card. He has no flyers. I think it's damnation time. I think it's damnation time. Let me attack him. Oh, Doomblade. Destroy target non-black creature. Well, that's good that he's got that. We'll take the Dref Golem. Enters with +1/+1 for each zombie card in your graveyard. Yeah, and then this one. Yeah, I think that's the one I want to take. All right. Lost that. And then now... damnation to destroy all creatures. Auto pay. Does not matter. Yep, he creates that. He gets card draw. Forced him to draw a bunch of cards, so he's got some threat. And then we end turn. And then we untap this. Okay, return target creatures. Oh, yep. All right. Great. Great. Well, that sucks. I don't have anything that I can do. Yep, he's got me. Alrighty. Defeated and unable to continue. You are the last. You lose the last of your power. Use the last of your power to escape. Interesting. So maybe I wasn't going to the right place, because that's the first time that's ever happened. I don't know what that was about. Alright, so let's tweak this a little bit. Let's move this to the sideboard just to have that move to the sideboard. We have card draw here if we need it. This really isn't as helpful. It's good for the removal, but it doesn't really help with anything, because we really don't have a lot of instances or sorceries that really work with that. And it's I should say non-creature spells. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 that would do 9 potential damage to an opponent. Is it worth it? Probably not, because we could get a lot more utility out of something like murder, or something that's a specific removal. The draw cards, we'll get rid of this one here as well. We'll move that to the sideboard. So we have removal there. We have that there. All right. So then from here, let's get rid of you as well. I like the idea of this card, but our deck isn't really set up for card draw, other than the few things like 1, 2, 3, and that's all I think I've got. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think that's what I want to do with this. So if I get rid of him, let's remove him. And then Brazen Borrower is bouncing, so that's not bad. Teferi's not bad for creating a creature and having some card draw. This as well. All right, so now let's go in here and let's take a look at what other blue-black cards we can bring in. Abyssal would be good. When it dies, that means he has to sacrifice a creature. Zombie token, Spider-Man. Let's see here. That one, Baron Stroker. Yeah, he's interesting. What's up? Hey. For what?
I didn't want to interrupt you.
You can interrupt me. It's okay. Let's see here. Other zombies. Not really anything we're interested in. Party leader. When it attacks, defending player loses. You create X treasure tokens. Not a bad one. That one's potential. Let's see here. Do I want more instances though? That's another thing. Thieving Aven, or sorry, that was a sage that we just removed. Couple of cards that are worthless. Not as bad as I would think to have some more removal. But I'm just looking to see if there's any creatures that I want to get in here. When you do, you may cast insect sorcery. Okay. The Helldozer is maybe worth it, maybe not. The ninjutsu. It's pretty costly ninjutsu, in all honesty. But it's not bad for this because we're able to bring them in and just flip them for another creature. Discard a card. Mesmeric Horror. Fiend is not bad. Gives you a chance to pull cards out of his deck. Nightmare is not, it's an old staple. Flying, and it has number of, power for this number of swamps you have. Shadow Demon. So we have a lot more blue-black, as you can see, that we can work with. Let's see if there's some other removals. So I have the ability to do the counter spells and things like that. Let's see. Consignment, target creature, alchemist gift. Just do flat counter spells. This would be pretty good against his deck. So let's add that one in, because that bounces all of the words are failing me. All his tokens easily enough. Non-black creatures, not really helpful. Murder, there we are. Well, we can flag one of these to be sold. We'll flag two of them actually. There. Counter target non-creature spell. So negate is not a bad idea. Let's add a murder, because that just flat out removes. So we'll add that. We'll add that. Are there any artifacts that I'm looking at doing here? So we have the soul stone. Forget what that does. You may hate me for saying that, but that's just, I forget what it does. And then we have Spider-Man No More. That one's a pretty good one. Propaganda's pretty good. Slows the game down quite a bit. And then we have some land. We have blue-black. Contaminated Aquifer. I think we're okay with land, in all honesty, in this deck. So we have the instant there. We have 18 land. That is quite a bit of land, honestly. Let's remove one. Go down to 17. Because that gives us more than a third. Every third card, we're going to potentially draw a land. Right. So sorceries. Let's see. Is there any sorceries that we want to have? To each creature. You know, this might be pretty good. Let's add that. There's Damnation. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn, where X is the number of cards among the types of creatures in your graveyard. Okay. Duress. That's actually pretty good as well. Gain 2 life. Each creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the amount of life you've gained. So that's not bad as well. Anything else? All creatures get -4/-4. Let's add that for now. I think this will be good. We'll try it out. Have some fun. I mean, the worst case scenario is we die horribly. Right? Yeah, worst case scenario, we die horribly. Self-milled, or yeah, I've seen that one too. Brother, I'm sorry, I was so focused on creating a deck that still might suck. All right, so let's beat our heads against this wall. So we've gone up against the demon. I don't want to fight them. They're just trash. They respawn as we leave anyways, so it's not like they stay dead. There's a witch. A bog witch, probably. A cursed witch. We've already fought them twice and lost. That's going to suck. When dies, draft a spell. Okay, great. Fabulous. We're on the hunt for a blue source. We will keep this. That's fine. End turn. Hit us for that. That's fine. Second one. Do I want to kill one of those? I think I don't right now. I think I want to hold off. Damage. We take 2. Okay. Well, there's our blue source, but unfortunately it's a tap land, which sucks. Alright. That right there. Wait, what did they just do? I'm sorry, I just did not see what they just did. Log. Kept 7 cards. Dealt hands. Okay. Oh, they cast Curse of Leeches. Oh, yay. We're gonna take another 2. Let's murder that one. Yep. Yep, you gain 1 life. Yeah, that sucks. Drop that. Okay, so now what do we want to do? I can do Oracle, get some more cards, and have some block. Let's do that. End turn. They destroy Oracle. The alpha. Okay. That's fine. We still got the effect. Let me untap my land here. That's what I kept on clicking for. Alright, move 1. Oh, good. Yay. Yay, I'm so glad. Oh, I hit okay, and I wanted to drop a land. Well. I can't really attack right now anyways. Alright, so drop a land. Bring out you. End turn. Untap you. Cast down. Destroy non-legendary creature. Darn it. We are just... There's just no saving this right now. Let's do this against you. And then we'll take some 1 damage. Okay. Yay. This has ward. They could easily... You know what? Whatever. 2. They chose not to. They chose to draw cards. Okay. Cauldron of Eternity. Cards in your graveyard. Oh, wow. That's awful, actually. That's awful. I don't know. I don't really have much to do. We will end turn. Untap. Yeah. Witch of the Moors. Okay. I'm choosing not to attack. I think we need to do our life gain deck. I really do. I think that's the only way that we're going to be able to survive, unfortunately. Do this right here. End turn. I have to do that because if they attack, nope, we're dead. Yep, we're dead. Okay. Just to block that. Yep. Unable to defeat. You escape with the last of our power. So yeah, okay, we're in the. No, we're fighting a bat. A giant bat. Or not even a giant bat. One land. Our cards are just crap today. I am gotta be honest. They are just crap. Let's get rid of Oracle for now. Let's keep this hand. I don't know what's going on, but it isn't anything good. Alright, we will end turn. I gotta not lie here. We are just not getting cards that we need. Let's bring this out. Let's do Credell. There. Lighting Bats has haste. Okay. I don't know much about that. Drop this. Bring you out. There. And then we will just attack. I mean, he has to block. No, we won't cast. We won't make it unblockable. Damage. We have that at the top of our library. Do I want that? No, I don't want that. I think I have all the cards I need, so we'll bottom that one. And then we will end turn right here. Dirge Bat. Oh, okay. So he will mutate this, which will suck, but that's okay. We do have Duress, so he's got 4 cards in hand. Let's attack and see if he lets us card draw. They usually do. Yep, he's letting us card draw. Whenever I draw a card. Hexproof. You. Okay. No, I will not make you unblockable. Because if he blocks with it, he's choosing to block with it. Darn it. So then I will kill it. Right there. And that's our turn. So we get that right there. Good. Awesome. So that wasn't bad. That wasn't ideal, but that wasn't bad. 2 life and gain 2 life. That's fine. Oh, Unholy Strength. Oh, wow. That's an oldie but a goodie. Alright, let's drop the tap land here. Let's see here. Let's just do Duress on you. Oh, Sinister Strength? Yeah, let's give it a Sinister Strength. There. Okay, we'll end turn. I could have attacked. Should have probably attacked. Might have been more helpful. But that's okay. Let's just get the tap land out of our hand. Yeah, let's attack here. Why would we not attack? Defending player may have you. So, let's have Credell become unblockable. He's choosing to have me draw, which is fine. Lose a life, and All creatures get -4, -4. Let's bottom deck that. Let us end turn. Choosing to take 2 life. Okay. Ooh, making that with the Sinister Strength. Yep. He's going to hit me for a lot. I think he's got me, actually. Close. Let's bring out the Soaring Thought Thief here. We will chump block the big one with that. Okay. Isn't really going to help us. Let's do this. This is going to cause us to take 2 points of damage. We're dead anyways. I don't see how we win here. Yeah, I don't think we can win because he's got these 3. Yeah, we lost this one. We lost to a bat. So if that doesn't tell you the status of things, I don't know what does. We will click OK. We will not do that. They will let us draw a card. Our 1 blocker for the air. We're going to hit him for a bunch of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Probably should have done the board wipe, maybe? Hard to say. Let's end turn. Untap our island. He's just going to swing at us for... Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We just can't catch a break. Alright, let's see here. Let's look at the Dimir cards. Silimrin, Seeker Adept, Death Touch. When it deals combat damage to a player, choose an artifact. Oh, okay. So we don't really have artifacts. Draw cards. Then half the rad counters. Okay. Vulture, Scheming Scavenger. Other villains. Tap 2 untap wizards. Okay. Lobotomy. Target player reveals their hand, search their library for a basic hand search, and then all cards of the same chosen. Okay, target player reveals his or her hand, then you choose a card other than a basic land from it. Search that player's library, hand, and graveyard for all cards of the same name and remove them from the game. Oh, that's kind of fun. Kind of terrifying card art as well. Skeletal Warrior is a mythic. Cost more to cast for each target beyond the first. Oh, okay. Well, this is actually pretty fun. We can bounce pretty much. Okay, so yeah, we can do that. That's a very easy single cost bounce. And it costs 1 more, so we can bounce multiple targets, no limit. Alright, Statecraft. Okay, fair enough. So what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to put that into our counterspell deck before we forget about it. Let's look at the blue cards right here. Instance. Right there. Add here. Now from here, we need to remove one of these. That's... yeah, let's... no, let's remove. Let's remove. Right there. Target creature spell. Target creature spell. Okay. Dismissal. Target spell. Not bad. Anything else we want to get rid of? 2 damage to an opponent. If I had more of these, that'd be great. Creatures. 20 instance seems pretty heavy. That means that basically we have a 1 in 2.5 chance basically to draw an instance, and that's not ideal. Instant or sorcery. I feel like this one is pretty good to have for creatures in general. This one may maybe get rid of. Counter target or copy spell. I feel like I should remove this. I feel like let's move that to the sideboard. Target creature spell. This is any spell. Target creature spell. Feel like this was okay to have. I could remove one of the counter spells. I feel like that's better to have than this one. This is target creature or planeswalker spells. So I'm going to remove this one. That one doesn't really do much other than venture into the dungeon for us. This is target any spell. Creature spell. But I like the card draw on it. This is target creature spell and does damage, so I can see the point for that one. This one is target spell, and we can make them pay all their instant or their mana for it. This is target spell. This is damage. Okay, I kind of like where this is right now. Lowered it down. So, morning, Hillbilly. We are having a rough go of it, dude. We are having an absolutely terrible time. I cannot stress that enough. We're having a bad day. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're having a good day. Let's see here. Do I want to get you into the deck? Do I want to get you into the deck? No, I don't think I want that. Flash, and then deals damage to target creature and each creature with the same name. So that's good for like counter decks that have like, or token decks that are really small. I think I want to put the borrower back in. Or a negate. Target non-creature spell. So, instant sorcery. Are there other sorceries that I should be putting in here? Other artifacts I should be putting in here? Let's see here. Draw 2 cards. Age of Wisdom. Do I have any removal cards? I don't have any removal cards from... blue. Do I have any red removal cards? Let's get rid of them. Let's see here. Do I have any red removal cards? 2 damage to any target. Delete would be good. Deals X damage to each non-artifact creature and each player. So, not a bad idea. I am doing all colors, actually. Bet I am doing all of them. I'm trying a red-blue deck out right now, but the mainstay deck that I have is a blue-black deck, a Dimir deck. I'm just trying to make things work, to have some fun with it. Currently, we are just not having fun with it. Destroy all creatures. So this would be good. Destroy all creatures and lands. That's a good board wipe. Do we want anything else? I do have a white-green deck that's pretty fun as well. Let's do... let's do Devastation just to have a board wipe, because I think we need them now. And let's do Delete. And then, are there any cards that I want to get rid of? Anything that I'm getting rid of? Yeah, I have not made an artifact deck yet. And that's the thing. Like, blue is the... I like blue, but blue is my least comfortable color to be in because of all the triggers with all the artifacts that you can do and things like that. I'm more of a green-white deck player. I do like blue, but it is the one I'm just like the least familiar with. Is there anything else that I want to get rid of to try and balance this out and get this down? So that's a good bounce. So I might not need this second blink of an eye, but I like having the card draw. I like having that card draw. I like having this. Well, let's see. Anything I want to get rid of. Does X damage to its controller. Feel as though there really isn't much. When deals damage, then, yeah, this is combat damage to player. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. And they have flying, so that's why I really like having them. Then you may cast a hero or non-creature spell from among them without paying its cost. So that's really why I have them in here. I like Vivi. I like that. Do I get rid of Oracle? That's... The Power 9 are fun, but, like, do I need that to win? The Scry is really good. I mean, having creatures is really helpful. So this, if I were to cast all my instants and sorceries, this would be a 24. But do I ever do that? Would I ever do that? Probably not. Black and discard dread. Yeah, so wait, just wait. Just wait. You'll see. You're gonna enjoy this. We're going into the Black Temple. We're trying to get into the Black Temple right now, and we're just not able to break into it. Actually, you know what I can do to balance this out? Instead of getting rid of cards like that, I might be able to bring in some additional dual lands, because I think I picked up. No. Okay, that's fine. So what I'll do is I will add that, and that should give us 50, and that's 18 land. So, okay. All right, we'll see how this goes. So, we'll see how this goes. All right, so, yeah, we're trying to go into the Black Castle here. I was just tooling around with that to have some fun. Is this the one that's the life gain deck? This is the life gain deck. Okay. So we're going to rename that so to be appropriate. All right, life gain right there. Oh, no, stop doing that. All right, cool. So the Black Castle. This is where I think you'll have some fun. So we tried the Ghoul here, we tried the Witch here. Let's see about, you are a Goliath, an undead giant. Yep, Grave Titan. That tracks. All right, so let's see here. Quest for the Grave Lord. When a creature dies, period, his or mine, and then remove 3 counters from this and create a 5/5. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you have that. We will keep this. You also start with a land? That's just rude. Charcoal Diamond. All right. Great for him. That's just great for him. Do I drop Savannah or do I... Let's do let's do that. Enters tapped and we'll do green. And then we'll end turn. Yep, there's another Charcoal Diamond. Okay, so he's ramping. Let's bring you out. Let's see. He's probably got a fair bit of removal. So this, ta-da, is MTG Forge. What this is it's a fan-made game for Magic the Gathering. And all the NPCs, as far as I'm aware, have decks that have been submitted to the forums. And you can play against these decks under NPC control. They usually are pretty good. They have a pretty good gradient of like super easy decks to what you see here, ridiculous decks. Now the reason why he starts off with these bonus cards is because we're literally fighting the black castle, the black biome's ruling seat. And inside here, the enemies have bonus effects that we have to overcome. Case in point, this one is a permanent effect, Brand's presence, that we can't get rid of. So we're on a timer. This card right here, Quest for the Gravelord, is specific to this mini boss where he has this card on the board at all times. So it's MTG Forge. Free to get on the internet. Be careful. If you know, trust but verify, antivirus, all that fun stuff. Be safe on the internet. But it's out there, free to download. And in this also has every single set from Magic the Gathering, from Alpha to the current release of The Hobbit. Good luck. There you go. Naturally, he's a giant creature. So fabulous for him. So great for him. Oh, good. I can destroy target attacking creature. I think I'll do that when he does attack. I don't have anything. Is this a 2 cost? This is a 2 cost. I'll drop Pridemate. And then I will end turn. Yep, he's going to hit me with 5. I do not want to chump block that. I will do this instead. That creature is now dead. Yep, and he gets a quest counter on that. That's fine. And he's doing... Hey. All right. There you go, kid. Oh good, Writhing Necromass. Hey, well, I can take care of that. I can take care of that for you. Let's see here. I don't have much by way of doing that. Yeah, hit that subscribe button as well if you are interested in keeping up on the Busy Gamer Dad channel antics, because on the YouTube side, we do games that are good for busy gamers. So not just this game, because this, you can sit down and play, save it, come back to it at any time. Literally, just be out in the open world, escape, save, pause, come back, and you have basically the free access to everything. I don't think there's anything that's like if you're far inside one of the dungeons, then you know you got to kind of crawl your way out of it. The challenge with this game, and I'll mention it now. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? Knowing that I can't cast this. No, I want to do this first. All right, and then we will end turn. Bring that out. Yep, we'll lose some life. Attached to Necroservant. Oh, great. Fabulous. Yay. Yay. So great. So great. So he's bringing that back. So fabulous for me. Oh, all right. That creature. Yet another anime. Oh my goodness. We are cooked. I don't see how we win against this. I mean, I've got a 4/4. And that's it. Yeah, there's more subtlety to the game. We can go over as we go through. Yep. I'm not going to block that. That's fine. With toughness 4 or greater. So that's got to go because that has Death Touch. So I've got 5 land. This is an instant, so I can destroy his creature next round. So I do this. And I think I want to do soldiers. Yep, do soldiers there. I have played Arena, yes. Not for a little while. I played it hot and heavy. I go through spurts playing it. Yeah, I'll go over some of the more subtle things. Hang on, I just gotta focus with this right now. But yeah, the Arena, I love Arena for the accessibility and just casually playing against real people. That's not what this game has. I don't know. I think there's an avenue for you to do heads up combat against somebody, and then also if you don't have it already, Tabletop Simulator is a really good way to play like Commander with some friends that might not be local, or just from your own house in general, and that'll allow you to play and have some fun. Oh wait, why is that on the screen? Oh yeah, so Hillbilly does as well. Hillbilly's a Magic Gathering connoisseur. He's much better at it than I am. Why is that stuck on the screen? Do you guys see this Jace's thing stuck on the screen? I don't know why that's stuck on the screen. I might have to reload. Alright, so he's choosing to attack with just that. It's like the game knows. That's so annoying. Let's just eat the 4 damage, knowing that that's a thing that's gonna happen. Let's see here. Do I want to do this to gain the life and provoke him? Or do I want to do this and give soldiers +1/+1 and get the bonus creature to ramp him? I think that's what I want to do. Yep. So now that's a 7/7. And let's see here. This has trample. This has death touch. If I do indestructible, I think, yeah, that's what I want to do. And then we gain, that's an 8/8 now. Let's Alpha Strike. And then let's play this. Target creature gets indestructible. You. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, there. Yep. Giving him creatures tokens is not the ideal situation. He chose to bring out a giant. That's fine. There. Untap that dual land for ourselves. Choosing not to attack. None of them have death touch. Let's bring out a Johnny. Do I do vigilance over life gain? I think I do. Yeah, let's do the -2. Everyone gets vigilance. This is going to get bonus life. Yep, good. There, not you. I don't mind losing. Well, no, I do mind, because this gives me passive bonus. Yeah, I think we're good. Just attack with him. He has to block. So I will kill both of them. And then the 1 damage goes to them. They draw a card. Okay. And then we can end turn. Untap this. Okay, let me search my library for a creature. And then what creature do I want? I could do Pridemate. Or I could do Leon. Yeah, let's do Leonin War. So yeah, bet. MTG Hillbilly is a really good resource if you're still there. And then other things. Yeah. So question for you guys: do you see this? It looks like it's frozen. My screen is frozen for some reason, with like Jace's Sanctum just stuck right in the middle of the screen. Do you guys happen to see that or no? Enters, gain 2 life, mill 2 cards. This has Death Touch. That sucks. That's fine. We bring out you right here. I think we have him. If I do the gain 2 life. There. Yep, I think we've got him. We won. Hooray. Life gain deck for the win. All right, so now I want to make sure I say this, Bet. If you happen to still be there, you don't see it? That's good. All right, good. Good, thank you. Yeah, on my restream, it looks like it's messed up. Let me refresh this real quick. So, sorry, 1 sec. If this causes a problem, I'm sorry. There it goes. Good. Okay, hopefully I didn't mess anything up for you guys. Thank you for letting me know. All right. All right, Bet. Now, if you happen to be there, so when you win, this is what happens. You get cards, and the cards are representative of the creatures that you have fought. So if you like your black cards, or you like a zombie deck, go to the black biome, fight zombies, and then you'll be able to get zombie cards. If you want giants, if you want dragons, if you want goblins, if you want elves, all that stuff, you have to go to those biomes, the red, green, blue, white, black, fight those types of creatures to get those cards. Also, you can purchase cards in town using the gold that you get from wins, and you'll get specific cards from card shops. There are many different card shops. There's an Izzet card shop, a Dimir card shop, there's a Rainbow card shop, there's an Artifact card shop. All those shops exist scattered around in different towns. The cool thing about this game is also you can do quests for those towns with shops that you're looking to get something from. So go to the inn, pick up the quest, go do the quest, which takes you to typically a place inside that biome and into a dungeon. You fight those creatures, you come out with cards that you can sell or you can keep them, and then you sell those cards, you get the money, you turn in the quest, you get reputation for that city. And in that city, when you get higher reputation, the cards drop in cost. You can also do quests in the main city. The main central hub in each. All right, let's see if it comes back through. That's so wild. That's so wild. It's been a day. So yeah, that's wild. So hopefully you can forgive me. Sorry, there's random connection issues all over. But yeah, so all right, good. We got that. Grixis is gonna go there. Yeah, froze there for a minute and dropped. I don't know. Internet is weird in my neighborhood for right now. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. All right, so Doomwake Giants. So that's actually pretty interesting. I don't. I won't need that. I'll flag both of them. Another creature dies. Oh, okay. Cool. That's pretty good. All right, nice. Alrighty, so one down. One down. Oh, there's a vampire and there's a ghost. All right, let's try our life gain deck against the vampire. One last thing to remember. In the fact that you have access to all the cards across the entire lifespan of Magic the Gathering is that there are infinite combos in this deck, and they do hurt. You will go up against decks that you literally get comboed to death. It sucks. They exist in the game, but that also means you can do it. So if you find the cards that you can put together to make an infinite combo and win that way, go ahead. Go ahead. If an opponent lost 2 or more life this round, put a counter whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere. if bloodstain has 3 or more quest counters on it. Oh, that sucks. That's got to get destroyed. This is not a bad hand. I will keep it. I won't pay the 2 life because, yeah, that's terrible. All right. Some there. Okay. Enters tapped. Let's get the tap lands out. No, I don't want to cycle it. I wonder if they have removal. If they do, this is a good way to bring it out. Let's tap that. They have removal. Yep. That sucks. That's okay. Alright, so now we have... Well, good to know. Good to know. I have 3 creatures that I need to bring out. Let me bring out 1, 2. Let's see what ends up happening. He's probably going to target this one with removal if he has it. Nope, just bring out a creature. Death Touch Lifelink. So glad. Yay, I'm so glad that you have that. I'm so glad that's the card you've got there. Alright, well this is good because now this starts ramping. Unfortunately, it's easy pickings for a lot of removal from black, and I cannot attack, otherwise I will lose my creatures. So I put target attacking creature on bottom of owner's library. You gain life. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Sorin the Mirthless. Sorin, look at the bottom, a top card of your library. You may reveal that card and put it into your hand. If you do, you lose life equal to the mana value. Okay. So is he doing that? Nope. He is choosing to just create a flying vampire token. Soldiers. Yes. Did I not pick soldiers? What did I not? What did I do? What did I do? These don't get the +1s. What am I doing? What's wrong here? Log. That sucks. I think I chose the wrong... Oh, no, wait. I have to actually cast another spell. Gotcha. That may be why. End turn? Yeah, let's end turn. Untap you. Look at the bottom. He's chosen. Alright. Destroy target. Jeez. That sucks. Target attacking creature. So... Well, this works because he can't put a token on the bottom of his deck, so... We're just staring at each other menacingly right now. Which is fine. To a point. I will... What do I want to get? The rain, so I can start putting creatures out. I feel like this might be the better one, though. The first striker. Yeah, let's get the first striker. End turn. He's hitting me for that. That sucks. I will not block. Vampire. Putting a quest counter on. That's fine. There, good. So now we have the first strike capacity. This has lifelink? No, we just gain... There. Okay. This has flying. If I attack, he can attack back with an 8/8 that has flying. But I can take care of it? It has ward. I have to discard. He has... No, he has ward, so he can discard. I love you. Have a good day, wife. Bye. Let me think here. He will have a way of keeping this around. Let's end our turn. He's attacking with his 2 flyers. Let's make him discard a card. Chose to discard a card. Yep. Darn it, we're kind of drawn dead. Alright, so now we have to attack. I don't think we're going to win. He's a 16/16. That's a flyer. We're dead. And I don't have my life gain. That's unfortunate. We don't have the maul. We did 23 damage, but it's not going to be enough. Yep, concede. Womp womp. Womp womp. Alright, we use the last of our power to go back to town. Limp back to town. Alright, do I need to change anything else in that deck? I don't think so. I mean... Is there any way to get more life? Like, we don't really have lifelink for a lot of cards, so maybe it's presumptuous to call this a life gain deck. We only have 42, so let's take a look here. Lifelink, and let's look at just that. Anything worthwhile? Humans, no, we don't really have that. Not really got a lot of lifelink. I could put another one of these in there. Let's add that up to it. It's a warrior. I guess he's not bad to have in the deck. As long as you control 4 or more humans get +1/+1. I don't think we have too many humans. I think we only got the 1. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, and he... Oh, 4. Okay, so I guess that would work. We'll add that to the deck. Okay. We'll add that to the deck. We don't really have a flyer, so sure. Why not add the bird? Why not add the bird even as a chump blocker? Right? Right. Anything else? This has its, what is it? Yeah, there's a flip on it. I can't do it right now. It's not letting me do it. But it's a black one on it. Yeah. Mutate, cost, cats, warriors, angels. Okay. All right, so we'll try that out, see how that works. See if that changes the flavor of things. Okay. Let's go this way, up and around. Because I feel like we had a chance with this guy. So let's see if we can make something. Let's see if we can make something happen. All right. Pretty good land. We got our 3. We got a disenchant, so we can take that out. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep it. We'll have it enter. We'll end turn. Death touch lifelink. That's annoying. Right in turn 1. All right. There. This is an instant, so we'll just get rid of it right now. Yep, have fun, hillbilly. Turns into a 3/3. I don't know. Bring you out. Removal there. Turn it into a 5/5. Not good. Not looking good. Beto. Hit us with another 5 and life gain. I mean, I don't see how we win this. I don't see how we win this. Alright, unfortunate that happened. Yep. Let's limp back to town, get healed up. And then go back in one more time. Let's try the whatever this is, the Wraith, I'm assuming. Shade. Okay, so they're probably going to bypass all of our walls, all of our defenses. What do they have here? Oh, good. All right, fair enough. I will keep this. We do have Johnny's welcome in hand, so we'll do that. Pay for 1. I can't pay the cost. I can't. So, and then he's going to do that, and we can't pay the cost, so we're going to hit 3. Do I want to slow this down? Yeah, let's put the land in play. End turn. Untap you. 4 or more. He could attack. Okay, no, I will not pay. Okay, no, I will not pay. Okay, no, I will not pay. And guess what? That is power 4 or more. We killed it. We killed it dead. This will be unfortunate because it's a pretty prime target for removal. He's got enough for murder or any other black removal spells. No, he's destroying to do Feast of Swarm. Destroy welcome and Johnny's welcome. Destroy target. Yep. So that sucks right there. What was it? This one. Feed the swarm. You lose life equal to. Okay. All right. Oh, I misplayed. Shoot. I could have done Worldly Tutor. Let's bring out Sky Marshal. Let's do Sky Marshal. Okay, and then we'll attack. End turn. Untap our dual land there. Oh. Alright, fine. Fine. Right here. I misplayed again. And I can choose to attack, and I will. To the green source. Dread Shade. Okay. Now I will do this. Auto pay that. War leader. And then we will end turn. Another Author of Shadows. When Author of Shadow enters the battlefield, exile all cards from all opponents' graveyards. Choose a non-land card exiled this way. You may cast that as long as it remains exiled. Oh, so he's going to do a Johnny's Welcome. I would see that he would do a Johnny's Welcome then. It would make sense that he would anyways. I have a way to remove it, so that's not bad. Right here. Okay, so let's see. I have 3. I can equip this guy. He becomes a 5/5. Or no, 7/7. Okay. And then if I choose to attack, he doesn't have Death Touch. Okay. Creating those with lifelink. That's fine. Yep, so he gains life. The Pride Mate gains life based on this. So now that's a 6/6. Good. And then we end turn. Untap this. I think we got it. Yeah, no. Darn it. Field Marshal. Well, I don't know why you would do Field Marshal. That's only for my guys. Other soldiers. Other soldier. He doesn't have soldiers. He's got shades. Oh, no. He can do any card. Oh, all right. Well, that was interesting. All right, Savannah. Let's equip that onto you. Now we have a 9/9. I think I want to do this to get the pressure. So he's gang blocking. None of them have Death Touch. He's making that one pump up to a 4/4. So that's gonna lose. We're gonna lose him. Well, no, I want that. Oh, I have to do both? Oh, that's right. Because it's... Yeah, okay. Yep, okay. So we have him next round, depending on how this breaks out. Never mind. I don't have anything to do other than cast that. Like I said, depending on how this breaks. Oh my. If we lose because we get flooded, that's such a tragic loss. We lost because we didn't get a creature. That's such a tragic loss. That's such a bubkiss way to die. That was such a bubkiss way to die. Alright, one more go. I do know what I want to do, though. There is an artifact that I want to use. that I have not got in this deck that I should have in this deck? Where is it? There it is. Add that. This would actually be really good to have in the deck too. Okay. Alright, so now we got those two artifacts in the deck. Let me take out one of you. There. And let's take out... Doesn't really help us with this one. Let's remove that guy. Yeah, okay, cool. Now we're back down to 45 cards. Let's give it another go. Yeah, I really feel like we can beat this shade. We almost had it, but they just had too much removal. Too much removal. If you're new here, I would appreciate hitting that like button on the YouTube side of things. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to check out the stream. Let's do you and Johnny's welcome. Drop that down there, because I know they've got removal. So there, he's pumping that one up. I can't block. I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that right there. Why does it keep on doing that? There it goes. There. Okay, cool. Drop down you. And we'll do it as green. I can wait and do what I did last time. Let's end turn. Yep. So he's going to do the same thing he did before. So we're going to let him do it. We're going to let him do it. We're going to let him do it. And then we are going to kill it. All right. From here, we don't have another land, which is a bit of a bummer. So we'll cast you. Life. This isn't really helpful. We need one more land to really start making things work. Right there. Because of our bonus artifacts. Okay. Shade, another pumping up shade. That's unfortunate. There's our land. It's a tap land, so we gotta wait one more round before we can do anything. So we will end turn. Choosing to attack. Let's get rid of it. I think I misplayed that. In hindsight, thinking about it, I think I misplayed that. Right there. And that's going to be what we do for our turn. Destroying the... Right there, no. So he's pumping it up. Yep, so I misplayed that last round. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Gotcha. Alright, so let's bring out... I can't bring you out. Okay, I need one more land. I thought Johnny's was a land. We don't really have anything that we can do. We are going to make a bind right here. Yep, so that's a 9/9. Yep. Nope, we're dead. We are dead. Yep, we're dead. Oh, darn it. Let's see here. Let's go back. Go back here. Give one more go. Then I might call it a day. I do feel like we can get this guy. This is something within our reach. Like the barbarian that we were up against in the red castle earlier, not in our reach. I will keep it, knowing that this is going to be an incredibly slow hand. That will be on the hook for resource. Well, that didn't help us. I guess we need just either green or white. No, I will not attack. The muscle memory is there to try and untap the land because of this silly Teferi's staff. Okay. Okay, end turn. Okay. Yep. 3. Let's bring you out. That's why I did not cast Tutor. Gain a life right there. And let's attack. 2. We'll untap this. Again, destroys that. Makes me sad. He's gonna attack. Gonna pump it up. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do Worldly Tutor. We're gonna put what do I have? I have only 2. I need a 3rd. So I only have 2. I guess I'll do Pride Mate. Right there. So that brings that up to a 3/3. Let's end turn. We need that extra land right now. No. He's going to pump that up because I don't have a way of dealing with that. I need that extra land. You guys got any of them extra lands laying around? Yep, we'll stop the pumping up there of that one, and I can't do it on the other one. Oh my, we are 1 land short. We don't... I don't have any alpha. I don't have any... Don't have any counterplay. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Do we want to try and beat our heads against the wall against another enemy? That might be worth it. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. Let's go and try and fight the ghoul on this side. See if we can make something happen over here. We can take this out with what we got going on. Okay, I will keep this. They milled a lot, so that's pretty good. We do not need to place the tap land right now. Or should I? I think I'll do it. I think I'll do it. Yep, so can't block. Okay. Let's bring you out. End turn. Untap this. Let us kill this right now. That's fine. Okay, good. This is good. We will disenchant that right now. And then we will end turn. Untap you. 3/3. Ghoul procession. Whenever one or more token creatures, non-token creatures die. Oh, okay. Bring this out. Bring you out. End turn. Okay, good. Target attacking creature will die. That's good. Drop our land for now. Yes, we will choose our green source right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So if I do all 3 and I have 1 left, that means I can... Okay, so I'll do that. I'll tap you. Put you on there. Nice. And then I will choose to... Oh, he's choosing to cast down or Doomblade. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. That sucks indeed. Alright. Well, target attacking creature will die next round because we're going to use Immolating Fire. Right, see here. Destroy target attacking creature, which is that. That creature dies. Cast it in the graveyard again. Alright, so we can bring out Pridemate. There, and we can choose to equip it, which we will. And we will end turn. Right there. And removal. He does not. Jadar. What is Jadar? Ghoul Caller of the Nephalia. Oh, good. At the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures. Okay, so he will always have creatures, so that's not really as useful. Let's bring this out right there. And I can choose to attack, but it will gang block, and this can't block, this can't block. He can block with this. He would get a zombie token that would choose to decay. I think that's what I need to do. So I will attack. Choosing not to block, gain 4 life. We get a token on that one, counter on that one. Let's untap you. Let's do that. He's gonna hit me for 4, 6. No, he's just gonna hit me for 4, 5, 5. Ah, that's unfortunate. If you control no zombies, create a 2/2 with decay. Okay. We do. He does. No creatures with decay. Oh, okay, so that's why that keeps coming back. Gotcha. Whenever a human deals damage to you, destroy it. Interesting. Okay. So that sucks. Other non-human creatures you control get +1/+1 and undying. When a creature with undying dies, if it had no +1/+1 counters on it. Okay. So we will bring this out now. What do we want to bring out? I feel like I need to bring you out. Or you. Do I have 4 land? I think I have 4 land. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. So yeah, I feel like I need to bring you out. There. And he's got a 5/5 with menace. He's got me. I don't think I can win. Let's end turn here. I have to gang block it, and if I don't, okay. I'm curious about something. Yes. So I do gain life. Interesting. Okay. And then it unequips. Why did it unequip? I'm so confused. Why that it unequipped? I don't know why that unequipped. All right, well, this is a loss. This would unfortunately be a loss. All right, cool. Well, we got through some fights. We tweaked our decks a little bit. Am I upset with how things turned out? Yeah, a little bit, but that's the way it goes sometimes with Magic. You just don't win them all. Mass production, shield bearer. Oh, there's an angel. Destroy target permanent. At the beginning of your upkeep, target creature you control gains perpetual +1. Then choose a creature in your hand. It gains. Okay. That's actually pretty strong. White, black. Knight of the Last Breath. Sacrifice a non-token creature. There's a saga, or siege, I should say. All tokens. Okay, all our creature tokens you control gain +1/+1 at the beginning of your upkeep. Black Spirit token. Okay. Deadly Alliance. What in the world? Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's from the D&D set, I think, or something else. All right. Nope, not anything really worth it for me there. Let's take a look over here. Pact of the Titan. Instant, so that's a 0 cost. We already have one of those. Oh, there's Bullseye from the new Marvel sets. Warlock class from Dungeons and Dragons. Zombie Dragon deck. Smoldering Tar. That's puts things on a timeline. Yeah, okay. Man of War, power unequal to the number of sorceries in your graveyard. Oh, cool. It'd be good if we had sorceries for our other deck, but we don't. We do not. Okay. Let's see here. Anything else that we want to take a look at? Black, green. The pride of the whole clade. That's a mythic, huh? Oh, wow. So this would actually come in, and it has defender. It's a 2/15. A crocodile elf turtle. Alright, purge into darkness. Abyssal Hunter is pretty interesting. Deals damage to any target equal to the number of swamps you control. Gain life equal to that. Okay. Storm Cloud enters conjure 3 cards named into the top 10 whenever you play a desert. Oh, okay. Whenever a player plays it, that player draws a card. That's actually pretty good. It's pretty low cost. All right. Yeah, so obviously we got some work to do. We got some things to figure out, some stuff to try and make happen with this, because we're able to get some wins, but not all of them. Let's see here. Daughter of the Hand. Oh, if I could bounce cards, this would be pretty powerful. Can't really, though. Yeah, I'll take a look around again. I'll keep playing offline. I might do a artifact deck just to see what I can get going, if there's anything. Three or greater. So that's not bad. Maybe that's what we need to do. Oh, let's again destroy target creature enchantment. Or no, artifact or enchantment. Okay. Oh, that'd be funny. Murderers spoil, steal their stuff if they were going up against an artifact deck. These are exotic lands. Not really anything worthwhile. We could cycle them if we really wanted to. And then solid black. What do we have here? Font of Agonies, huh? Thieves' Tools. Maybe we can do a dog deck. I don't think I have very many dog cards. Bogart. Oh, okay. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to call it here. Busy Gamer Dad. Did more MTG Forge. Made a little bit of progress. Not a lot. Not as much as I would like. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Take a look at Super Fast Tortoises. Coffee Talk should be going on in the next 15-20 minutes if you want some more MTG news and MTG shenanigans. And we will catch you next week where we will continue on with our adventures here. And I'll have hopefully another deck, a bunch of other cards to play, and to try and see if we can get something happening. And I hope to see you then. Later.